would like to dedicate this episode of the Ultimate VO Survivor to the people of Turkey and Syria and the over 36,000 who perished. To the survivors and their families in Turkey and Syria and around the world, our hearts are with you.
Kooky, wacky, and wild. You've all been episode 4. Animation. Gaming. Let's get mic'd on the Ultimate VO Survivor, Take 3. Presented by Bodalgo. Thanks for joining us for Get Mic'd, the Ultimate VO Survivor, Take 3. Let's give it up for your generous sponsors. Don't miss our grand finale, live at VO Atlanta, March 23rd, 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern.
Yes, this is Nikos Papadakis, and you're watching the Ultimate VO Survivor, the Greek version, number 3. Okay, here on the Twitch TV, Facebook's Live, YouTube, and the Get Mikey website. Coming at you in 3D, live, spontaneous color. Holler! Holy snap, the fun has begun. Okay, get out of my way. What are you doing? Sorry about that. Nikos, go make the souvlaki. Jeez. Hey everybody, welcome one and all to the hair-raising, tongue-wagging, hand-wringing excitement of the Get Mic'd Ultimate VO Survivor Take 3, presented by Bodalgo. A phenomenal journey that'll take you through many tantalizing genres of voice acting. That's right, acting with voice. In this world often heard but rarely seen tonight, you will witness one of our last of our genres of these talented soldiers battle to win hundreds of thousands in incredible prizes that will change their career forever. A portable sound booth from Bear Cave Silent Booths, a trip to Hawaii from Haile Kaimu, and a massive free trip to the VO Atlanta Convention, yay JMC, free demos, training, and so much more. Alright, last week we covered the genre of narration, mockumentary, and audiobooks. Tonight, we will take a frosty dip into the wacky world of make-believe and animation and the ever-popular video games. I think I've done one, I'm not sure. You will hear these creative individuals tackle the same 2 scripts in the order of their choice, covering the wild side of our industry. Welcome everyone at home who has to come on here and cheer on the alchemists, creators, and muses who will sweat, holler, gush, and guffaw while singing, farting, that's Ellie Ray, hissing, leaping, compressing, yodeling, gurgling, clucking, you name it, all in an effort to secure an ultimate place at the top of the competitive ladder and walk away crowned the Ultimate VO Survivor. We are live, so stay tuned and help us crown the Ultimate VO Survivor Take 3 Animation Gaming winner. A reminder that tonight's episode is also brought to you by Good FM. More on those good people at Good FM in a bit. Now, let's escape into the magical realm of voiceover. Listen, folks, these Incredibles need your support, and we need you to cast your vote. So if you can't find it, where to vote and all that stuff, just go to our website, getmike.com/UVOS, and click on Watch Live. I'm sure you'll find it. All right, then use your powers to share this amazing contest and show the world our winner from tonight's episode will advance to the grand finale, winning a free trip to compete on the VO Atlanta stage, live, the longest running voiceover convention out there. I said it. So, without further ado, I, the incredibly talented, handsome, muscular, smooth buttocked, autocorrect, smooth-talking Mr. Mike, and our fabulous judges and our amazing UVOS team, that is, promise to keep an eye on the clock and the ball rolling while adding theater of the mind to guide you through an evening of wild and wondrous entertainment here on Get Mike, the Ultimate VO Survivor Round 3. I think I've said that 19 times already, presented by Bodalgo. This category is animation gaming, so let's start by introducing this week's panel of talent, our judges. All right, this amazing man is winner of over 50 industry awards and the voice of thousands of commercials who is heard across the USA every day. He is also co-owner of VO Atlanta and co-producer of the One Voice Conference USA, a man who murders tens of thousands of lobsters and it also indulges in LSD. That's lobster simmered deliciousness. He is JMC J. Michael Collins. He can speak, trust me. There he is.
Thank you, Mr.
There we go, thank you. And this special person, Kim Hurton, is a voice casting director with 30 years experience under her belt. And she's appeared as a voice specialist on TV, radio, and in print, and has been dubbed the Queen of Voice by ACTRA. She is the preeminent voice director for video games in Toronto and has worked on many of Ubisoft's biggest franchises, including Far Cry, Ghost Recon, Watch Dogs, and Assassin's Creed. Kim is a judge for the Daytime Emmys for Best Animation VO. Her own animation credits include Molly of Denali, Ollie's Pack, The Remarkable Mr. King, DNA's, Blue's Clues, and You. The Magic School Bus Rides Again, Purst, P-U-R-S-T, Agent Binky, Rust Rivets, and Max and Ruby. She also discovered one Mr. Mike. Here's Kim.
Hello.
And of course, our creators of the Ultimate VO Survivor, two ladies who have dedicated months, don't make that years, I know I've said it before, but it's true, with a love to give back. In a world of lethargy, these two ladies wanted to create something that made a difference. And we're not talking pound cake. We're saying our founders, Deb and Ellie Ray. Let me tell you about Ellie Ray. The alchemist, wizardess, prophetess, and shape-shifting unicorn dragon queen has been raising the vibration of storytelling for 3 countless eons. Currently for an award-winning 45 years in film, television, stage, radio, internet, etc. This ever-loved bon vivant, doctor of laws, actor, writer, director, producer, illustrator, professor, and commander of all things creative, well, she continues to wow the masses with her extra special brand of magic and fearless play. My headphones almost fell off. Never stray from Ellie Ray.
Love you hard, Mr. Mike.
Thank you, my love. Now, what can I say about Deb Monroe Nordine? Nordine. Don't do it, Zach. Over 30 years of experience as a voice talent, singer, coach, and producer, representing the non-human world of things, Deb loves what she does, and it shows. An award-winning powerhouse of energy, talent, and drive, all rolled into one. Deb takes pride in she's the kind of coach that would want honest, no sugarcoating, and getting straight to the point stuff. Excited to be here and grateful to each and every one of you for you helping make this happen. My pal, Deb.
Hi, everybody. Woohoo!
Yes, she can actually talk. And together, pulling strings and mastering all things tech, media, digital, brand mind. Oh, my brain is bending. And wondrous and amazing, our VA tech team. OBS producer, Jade Ball, Rachel Z and Zach Hendricks, and all things production, Jenra McIntosh, Earl Fisher, Storm Waters, Heather Loretto, Trudy Sue Hicks, Jamil Berger, Roman Barry, John Harris, Onyx Vulcan, Delilah Halabi, Sean Marquez, I lost my train of brain. Anyway, Kyla Haycoop, Michelle Jelly, Suzanne, Amy, and those who have helped us put this monster together, especially this script. All right, strap yourself in, folks, because this episode is about to get bumpy. The most anticipated episode of all, the animation gaming round, where things will get wacky, wild, and wonderful. Let's start those engines and take those of you at home for a ride. All right, we're about to bring the first contestant into the room, the waters of UVOS, and that is Livia Zeta.
Oh,
Thank you so much. What an intro. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you guys. My name is Livia Zita, and I'll be doing the animation script first because fuck yeah. Yes. So, Livia Zita. Cut! No. Hold my sanity. Darling, the line is like a smørbrød in English. Not like a potpourri or jambalaya. Jeez, this one could ruin a 2-car funeral. Listen, the writer could have had a C-section by now. This is taking way too long to capture. Stop hemorrhaging my money and learn your freaking lines. It's just 3 words, like Svedastal, again in English. You got it. Thank you. And please, for the love of Beyonce, where the hairy hell was Lonnie the Dancing Lion? And Sheila, don't for 1 minute say that he has stage fright again, okay? Why, in all things just, are we paying that insipid lion whisperer? This is the big tear 'em up musical number, people! Let's get it together! Oh my God. Wardrobe! How long before we can make a lion suit? David, you will have to take one for the team and bear the fur and claws now. Go. David, are you for real? A chicken suit? A chicken suit? Really? Are you writing my sad reality right now? Okay. Fine. Chicken castratory? Catastrophe? Catchatory? David, make it cluckin' work! I wish I was an octopus so I could slap you all at once, 8 times, one after the other. Now, putty for brains, get your maracas on the pogo stick. Cue my dancing penguins, chicken ready. Larry, get me my medication and cancel everything because I seriously don't need these issues. Like a smorgasbord. And action. Thank you.
Mr. Mike.
Catapulted into another reality because
Mr. Mike is
that
fine.
how to blow his mind up.
I am here. JMC. Your thoughts, please.
I hate this category because it's a category I don't play. I'm not a big animation guy. I'm not a big video game guy. It's not where I make my bread, which means I think all of you sound amazing every time we do this category. It blows me away, the talent level, and that didn't change at all with you, Livia. I love you. Just wonderful, beautiful sound, top to bottom, just engaged in the character, having fun. I always kind of describe it as the Ryan Reynolds thing from Deadpool, where they see the little animated creatures that nobody else sees dancing around in life, right? And you're seeing that. You see it, and it's in your mind's eye. It's there. You're living it. You're present. For me, maybe took 15 or 20 seconds for you to just kind of be all the way in on it. But once you got there, you were all the way in on it. I thought the clucking play on the F-bomb could have maybe been a little bit smoother. But I'm nitpicking to give you a little feedback and a really wonderful performance that I thoroughly enjoyed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. So JMC is going to be Paula Abdul and I'm going to be Simon Cowell. I get it. Okay. Okay. So first of all, oh my God, congrats because you were first in and how horrible and awful that is. And you did it. So way to go. Because yikes. Tough one. Awesome. I love that you used your own, I was going to say dialect, but on Smorgasbord, you came up with a word that was freaking awesome because that really gives you a little signature. Really nice pace changes as you were moving through it. They could stand probably even to be more dramatic, a little bit slower, a little bit faster in spots, because overall it dragged just a little bit, and that's a big overall, because there were points where it was really, really nice and tight. But just the pacing and the flow, just tighten that up a little bit. And watch actually clapping, because you can't do that. That'll pick up on mic. I know, you're into it. You're acting. Really nice job. Really, really nice, Livia. Way to go.
Thank you. I appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Kim. Deb.
Thanks so much. Olivia, you're amazing. I think that I agree. I think it took just a few moments to kind of get in. I would have loved to have seen a moment before for you to kind of bring yourself in a moment just to kind of get you're there. But when you started playing with the accents in the beginning, I just loved it. They were so fun. And you had this beautiful fun laugh right in the beginning. I wrote more panic. It'd be great if she had just a bit more panic in that beginning because it felt a little too slow paced. So I felt the same thing. Love the hemorrhaging line. You started to get a little polite, I think, and I don't think this director is as polite, but just a bit more speed in some areas. But when you got to the end and you sang on the wardrobe line, and she starts getting big, and oh, I was just in love with your ending was beautiful. So way to cinch it off at the end. I really loved it. Good job, Livia.
Thanks, Deb. Ellie Ray.
I agree. I'm not going to repeat what everything was said. Watch, you're clapping. You're spectacular. You know you are. I believe that she was frantic. I believe you could find. I'm nitpicking now because I just thought it was so great. The use of the Hungarian word. I loved, when she laughs pathetically. There were some pauses as you tried to pull it together. Fill the pauses with an emotion because you lose the energy. What happens is the only thing for me was when you took that pause sort of towards the, oh, please, David, or whatever that was. That would be my only nitpick. Fill it with whatever, a crying, a weeping, I don't know. You're fantastic. I love it. I got nothing to say, but you're the queen for me.
Thank you. Thank you, Livia. All right, audience, make sure you're letting us know your thoughts by commenting on our Facebook, Twitch, YouTube live feed. Boy, multiples. If you can't find where to vote, just head on over to our website, getmike.uvs, and click on Watch Live, where you can also catch up on previous episodes and follow along with our scripts. Now, without further delay, we're waiting for the young man to get in the booth. It's Brian Dochua. She's just a guest, actually. Hey,
Hello, everyone.
Howdy.
How we doing?
We're doing awesome.
hey.
How you doing? How you doing? Let's have a little fun, sassy pants.
Let's do it. Hi there, Brian Dochois reading for the Scary Director Dude. Oh, galloping gargoyles. Cut! No. Larry, hold my sanity. Darling, the line is like a smorgasbord, not
like a potpourri or jambalaya.
okay. Geez, this one could ruin a two-car funeral. But listen, the writer could have had a C-section by now. This is taking way too long to capture. Stop hemorrhaging money and learn your freaking lines. It's just 3 words. 3 words! Like a smorgasbord. You got it. And please, for the love of Beyonce, where the hairy hell was Lonnie the Dancing Lion? You know, I'm gonna be a mighty king, so enemies beware. And Sheila, don't for 1 minute say he has stage fright again, okay? Why, in all things just, are we paying that insipid lion whisperer? This is the big tear 'em up musical number, people. Let's get it together. Wardrobe! How long before you can make a lion suit? David, you will have to take one for the team. Yes, I know, and bear the fur and claws now. Go! 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 The chicken suit? Are you writing my sad reality? Okay, fine, chicken catatori. You see that flapping you're doing with your mouth right now? No more of that, David. Make it clucking work! I wish I was an octopus so I could slap you all at once! Ah! Now, a putty for brains. Get your macaracas on that pogo stick. Cue my dancing penguins. Chicken ready? Oh, Larry, get my medication and cancel everything because I seriously don't need these issues. Like a smorgasbord! And action!
Thanks, Brian. Kim.
Oh, I didn't know I was going to be first. Hello.
Hi.
I've heard lots of auditions from Brian, and this one was just as good as all the ones I've heard. So awesome slate in character, had me going right off the top. Really nice consistency all the way through with the voice, and then popping in and out of it and doing that fun stuff with like a smorgasbord and becoming that awesome. Really nice ad libs, not too many, which was awesome. just enough. Lion King singing, fantastic. That big space where the ellipses was off the top in paragraph 2, that threw me a little bit. So I would tighten that up. But again, really nice volume changes. I would have put quotes around clucking, but like JMC, said last time, just to really punctuate that joke. But like, I'm so nitpicking. Awesome job.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kim. Deb.
I just wrote pro all around. Just a fabulous opening, brought us right in immediately. How can you not listen? Don't need to watch the script. You take me on a journey with you. I know where I am. I know what you're doing. You react beautifully. Thank you for being in the scene, just so wholeheartedly. You have great discovery, great change ups. You're so easy to watch and entertaining to watch and hear. So I just think all around absolutely amazing. I think Kim hit on all the really great notes. I wrote down about breathy. It was breathy in lots of areas, but I love the panic you put in the character. So, I mean, that would be such a minor nitpick. You'd be just shortlisted for me. I love what you do. Good job, Brian.
Thanks,
Oh my
Deb. Ellie, rah, rah, rah.
Astounding superstar. Love everything about you. The velocity with which you did that is people don't understand what is required to do what you just did. It's off the chain, and I'm going to say astounding. The singing, astounding. The speed, astounding. The switching, astounding. The sense of play in mocking somebody else, just switching at a velocity, and then the withering effect when David loses his mind. I with Kim what was the pause? Did you lose your place? I was like unsure what that was connected to. If you're thinking, oh my God, I need to hold my sanity together, do it like a fart. Go. Because I didn't know what that empty pause was. I was just like, and then you said macaradas, which made me laugh so hard because it's maracas. I love everything about you. You are an astounding talent.
Thank you. JMC note.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, animation and video game content is meant to entertain. You entertain. That's you accomplished the goal. I had fun. I could picture the scene as I was listening to you, and that's what we want. And I love, as Deb pointed out, just the level of play and how it's scripted, obviously, but when you take scripted content and you make it feel extemporaneous and stream of consciousness, that's when you've captured the viewer or the listener or whatever it may be. When I can go to the fridge and get a beer and hear your read and know and actually picture what's happening on the screen, you got me. Great job, man.
Thank
you very much.
Thank you, Brian Dochois. So great to see pros and newer talent making it this far into the competition. You should all be very proud of yourselves. And if you didn't catch last week's narration episode, then make the efforts, people. This is education at its finest. Oh, by the way, congratulations goes out to our winner from last week, Sasha Chambers. Sasha will be jet-setting and joining us on the live stage at VO Atlanta March 23rd, 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern, which you can watch live right here on our main social channels, or better yet, catch it all live at the VO Atlanta convention. It's like $1.50 to get there. Come see us in person. Congratulations, Sasha. All right, let's journey to our next contestant and welcome Chris Einspar.
Woo! Ow!
Yeah, who would have?
YOLO.
Hello.
YOLO.
Sorry, the unmute wasn't working for me.
I've suffered it too.
Right? Good evening, everyone. How are we doing?
Good, Chris.
Wonderful. Take her away, Chris.
All right. This is the gaming read. So here we go. You don't think I feel you? There. The fear. Patience. they will come to me. Not everyone deserves the blood trance. One more blood bag, and I will ascend again. The blood trance is slipping away. There's only one cure. Oh, beloved, we don't miss the sun, do we? No, we don't. Hello? Don't be nervous. If you're special enough, we'll make you one of us. Come out. Your heart's about to burst, beloved. Shh. I know you're here somewhere. Are you from here? This town's just the beginning, you know. Ha! Ah! I can do this forever! Got you! Can't you do better than that? Just one bite! Your blood is singing to me. Why are you avoiding me? I can give you peace. I can play this game forever. The weather's just fine out here. You can't get away, but it would be more fun if you tried. I don't need an invitation to come in, you know. Ah! That last one was on fire.
Deb Monroe, row, row your boat.
That was awesome. Thank you so much, Chris. Awesome. You're a great talent. Really nice opening moment. I loved how you brought us in to the scene. That was great. Or sorry, I would like a more of an opening moment. I'd like you to do something to bring us in versus just kind of going right into it. I think it would have helped a little bit. I think as well in the very beginning, I felt like it could have used just a bit more dynamic. So not staying in that one same place all the way through that first section, I think would have grabbed attention a little bit more. It was a really nice placement for the character. I like where you were, but it just kind of stayed in the same place. And I love the humming that you did. That was awesome. I liked as it got more into his aggression. As soon as he got more into his aggression, I was really involved with the character a lot more. I still liked him where he was, but I felt like there wasn't enough physical stuff going on. So I didn't know what quite was going on. I had a great vocal, but I would love to see more physicality. And I think that's a big add for you. I loved him. I love what you're doing. I love the reacts. They were really fun. Great grunts. I loved your death scene was awesome. And then the fire, it was kind of like took me by surprise. Great job, Chris. Thank you.
Thanks, Deb. Here's Ellie Ray.
Hey, Chris, you're fabulous. I love this vampire. What I love about it, I love that you had a sensual rasp that you used. You didn't deviate too far away from it. There was a bit of a haunting in that I absolutely loved with the sensuality of that accent, and of course the creepy humming. The character is in 4 different scenes. It felt like the first 3 were the same scene for me, and then you surprised me with a great big switch up. Bring that switch up in all of your scenes. Find the action in it is what I would. The only thing I would want from you is I wanted more action. When you came to the end with your efforts, there was lots of action. You could have pushed them farther. Don't do them back to back fast. Take your time, have a beginning, middle, and end with your action so it rises to a climax. I knew where the climax was in the audition, but I didn't feel like you had your climaxes in mini scenes with specific actions. But your voice is incredibly haunting and beautiful.
Thanks, Ellie Ray. JM Secret.
From an expert on climaxes down there, but I digress. I'm sorry. To get one in. I really enjoy watching somebody who gets into a character and has fun with it. And when this character got big, when this character was, as Ellie Ray and Deb said, aggressive, when you were doing the emotes and the efforts and everything else, it was awesome. It was really awesome to watch. And you came to life, and what you can do with sound is really interesting. I just got done watching The Last of Us few episodes, and I'm gonna have nightmares tonight listening to your vampire or whatever it was. So yeah, I mean that part's great. I agree with what they said on the smaller moments perhaps could have been more nuanced. It feels to me like you're one of those guys who, when you're really into it, you're really into it, and when you're not, I can hear you reading a little bit, and it's not quite as engaged. And I think the best thing I can say is just stay in that character top to bottom, and don't come out for a quarter second, because Kim's probably going to tell you in a second. Hear that.
First buzzer of the night for JMC. Thanks, Chris. All right, be prepared, everyone, because tonight's episode will probably go.
Kim left. Don't forget about Kim.
Sorry, Kim.
Whatever.
I was getting excited.
I know. Climax, we know. Anyway.
Thank you,
moving on.
Chris.
Premature, Mr.
Wah,
Mike.
wah. So, first off, I thought it was great. I did. Really consistent all the way through with the character and the accent, just leaning a little into Brit. Really nice choice. I agree with Ellie. Because it's 4 different scenes, I wish I'd heard you sort of ramp it up as you move through. So when you get to the second one, it's a taunt, lift it up a little bit. And then searching, calling out a little bit more. So hearing a little more distance on that. Hello, like just being a little more musical with that. And then same thing with right at the end, the combat taunt. That the player who's with you is probably much further away. So again, just calling out and the slow laugh and just moving through that. And yeah, all of your all the sounds at the end were great. They were awesome. The on fire, I would have even pushed it further, taken a little longer. Just saying, I like hearing people on fire. It's my thing.
You're on fire.
I'll keep that in mind.
Day in the life.
Kim. Thank you, Chris. My screen's bouncing all over tonight, so I get what's happening. All right, everybody be prepared, because tonight's episode will likely go over, especially if this thing doesn't lock up, so we can hear all the creatures, munchkins, and off-handle directions and chaos that comes with the wonderful world of animated characters. All right, most of you at home are familiar with voice actors bringing all these characters to life, so this is one of our most anticipated and entertaining genres, and will take a bit of time for us to get through. Let's see how many times Deb can get buzzed, but so far, JMC's got 1. All right, next up in the room, it's Iman Kishawi.
Woo! Hey, Mom. Hey, yeah. Woohoo. Hey. Go ahead, Iman.
Hi, everyone. My name is Iman Kishawi, and I'm ready to play. Let's go. Whoa. What's happening here? What's going on? Cut! No! Larry, hold my sanity. Darling, the line is like a smorgasbord, not like a potpourri or jambalaya. Jeez, this one could ruin a 2-car funeral. Listen, the writer can have a C-section by now. This is taking way too long to capture. Stop hemorrhaging money and learn your freaking lines. It's just 3 words, like a smorgasbord. You got it? And please, Beyonce, Harry Hell was Lonnie the Dancing Lion? Sheila, don't for 1 minute say he has stage fright again. Why in all things just do we pay him that insipid lion whisperer? This is the big Tara Mutt musical number, people! Let's get it together! Wardrobe, how long before you can make a lion suit? David, we'll have to take one for the team, buddy, and bear the fur and claws. Now go! Chickens? What are you doing, man? Are you writing my sad reality? Hey, fine. Chicken catch a story. I wish I was an octopus so I can slap you all at once. Now, Putty for brains. Get your maracas on that pogo stick. Cue my dancing penguins. Chicken ready? Larry, pure chaos, please. Get me my medication and cancel everything because I seriously don't need these issues. Like, smorgasbord. Yeah, okay. And action!
Thanks, Mom. Speaking of stuffed animals, Ellie Ray.
Okay, yeah, listen, Mom, you're awesome. Okay, you're fabulous. I loved your New York gangster. You went full on gangster for me. It was Rosie O'Donnell, meets Popeye. I thought it was kind of fantastic. Your attitude was one of shit. You didn't have for me, I loved how you sat in it like I gotta kill somebody. I'm going to kill somebody. And it kept coming up. I'm going to find a way to kill somebody, but I'm going to try to get through what I have to get through. And I loved that. Nice discovery. You dropped out a couple of times for me. So I was looking for your acceleration. And I think I missed it when you popped out at a couple of, that might have just been me. I'm not sure because you do this kind of repetitive, fine. Now, and I feel when you're working towards a climax, which is like where like literally the character loses their mind, I would have loved you to just push into the climax and find the funny, take the piss out of yourself. You were pissed. It was like, oh my God, my life is shit through the whole thing. And I love that. It's funny. It's right.
Well, Zoom's overloaded too. Here's JMC.
I respect the fact that you committed to this character from top to bottom and you were just there and inhabiting her all the way. Only thing I'm going to say is I was craving a couple of smaller moments along the way that I think might have brought a little bit more nuance to this. I know she's New York. I know she's in your face. I know she's loud. And I knew it 15 seconds in. I'm not sure that's the only note I wanted from top to bottom. So something to surprise me at some point that would kind of wake me up from that a little bit would be great. I mean, it's a great character and you were there from throughout, so I can't knock that, but maybe very big and small, just a little bit more as you go.
Thanks, JMC. Kim.
Awesome. Iman, way to go. Like, and as everyone said, way to commit to it. It was really funny, a really funny choice for the character. I agree. Pace changes probably would have helped beyond just sort of, back and forth. But yeah, pace changes. I needed a lot more quicker stuff. So, and then sort of slow down and open it up a little bit. Maybe calling out to wardrobe. Again, just different distances. So just example, the second last paragraph, you're talking to 3 different people there. So now, Putty for brains, get your maracas down that. Kill my dancing that, and then chicken red. So let me hear you talking to those 3 different people. So just there's different levels. But man, overall, killed it. Nice job.
Thanks, Kim. Rockin' Monroe.
I love how you go from this beautiful sweet slate to this character that's just fun and attitude all over the place. Zoom cut you off a few times, so unfortunately we did miss some moments, but that's not your fault. That's just the way Zoom works, unfortunately. Although I'm going to basically say something similar you've already heard, what I found was like a lot of your moments were blending from one moment to the next, and it became an overall musicality. I think for a lot of the beginning part, for several paragraphs, it felt like it was in a song rhythm. I could tell where it was going. But then towards the end, you started reacting to more things. And I think that's all that was missing. It doesn't take you away. It takes you away from that musicality if you're seeing things happening more, which is what Kim's talking about with the distances and things like that. So adding those kind of things and those reaction moments, more things to react from, even though you see them, just so that it breaks up your copy. So it's not going and continuing. That's what I found. I love the chicken soup part. That was great. Your ending, Larry, that was awesome. So way to leave us at the end. That was great. Thank you so much, Iman.
Thanks, Iman.
Thank you. Thank you all.
All right, before we get to our next contestant, I want to take a special moment to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to vote for our talented contestants. Hey, last week's audience favorite is Sam Yao, a little flavor of Malaysia, and everywhere else Sam takes us around the world with her many accents. They are great to know. Oh, what a great choice audience, too. Congratulations, Sam. She has won a customized prize package catered just for her. All right. Is Jesse in the room? Jesse Marciniak. Walking in slow. Kind
He's
of
taking
cool.
his time. He wants a dramatic entrance, obviously.
Heck yeah. Hell no, we won't go.
Where's our Jesse?
Jesse.
Jade's
Jesse,
having fun. You
Jesse.
can't see Jade. You can't see Jade. Jade's dancing all
He's
over.
coming. He's coming.
Here's
He's
Jesse.
back.
Jesse's making his way in. I'm just waiting for
There he
the
is.
thumbs up from young Jade Ball.
Happening. Jesse.
Okay.
Ow. Have some fun, Jesse.
Hi guys, thank you so much for having me. I just want to say thank you so much for the opportunity and to everyone watching and listening. I just can't wait to show you what I love to do. So thank you. You think I don't feel you? Ah, there. The fear. No, 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 patience, 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 patience. They will come to me. They will come to me. They will come to me. Not everyone deserves the blood trance. Just one more blood bag and I will ascend again and again and again. The blood trance is slipping away. And there's only one cure. Oh, beloved, we don't miss the sun now, do we? No, we don't! Hello? Don't be nervous out there. If you're special enough, we'll make you one of us. So why don't you just come out? 'Cause your heart's about to burst, beloved. And I know you're there somewhere. Wait. You're from here, aren't you? And this town is just the beginning, you know. I can do this forever. Got you. Can't you do better than that? Just one bite. Because your blood is singing to me. So why are you avoiding me? I can give you peace. I can play this game forever because the weather is just fine out here. And you can't get away, but it'd be a lot more fun if you tried. What's that? You know, I don't need an invitation to come in, you know.
Thanks, Jesse. Here's a guy who knows Spanish, J.M. Siesta.
That's also what I sound like after a couple days with no lobster. So, my favorite part about this read is you didn't make it a cliche. You didn't put on a fake accent. You didn't take this villain and make him, just an archetype villain. You gave him something I think most people will not think to do, and that is vulnerability. And that is an essential element of creating humanity in a character like that. And you really actually had me engaged from top to bottom because it was so unexpected. It was like the bad guy meets the Joker meets Gollum, and just all over the place. So I had a lot of fun with it. I thought it was well acted and some smart choices being made in there. Yep, you had my attention.
Thank you. Kim.
Hello. I agree. Nice, and I like that it was more realistic than some of the other stuff we've heard. I thought the first and second, I'm going to call them scenes because that's what they are. You felt a little too all over the place for me, and I know Deb said this previously, but it should be a little more contained, just because it's a video game. So just watch that as you're moving through the stuff. Once you got to, I'm going to call it the third scene, when you started to search for player, that's when I felt like you locked into the character. I was like, oh, okay, now I know who this is. This is awesome. And I loved him moving forward from that point. I wish that I could hear a little more of the fight in that sort of fighting before or after that stuff, a little more of the efforts as you move through those lines, but really nice job. And then on the fifth scene, again, I wish you sort of called out a little bit more and taunted and put a little more distance on it. Really nice job on your efforts and Onos at the end. I love that you gave an ABC, and your on fire was super awesome and interesting. Oh, stop
Hey,
it.
nobody buzzes Kim.
No one wants
Thanks,
to be
Kim. Deb.
Thank you. I love your use of breath. You have a really unique skill, the way you use your breath. And I love that you had a really nice inhale right off the start. And you had a nice opening moment. So I really like that. Your closing reacts were just amazing, especially that end when you were really gasping in the fire. I agree with that. That was just amazing. It was interesting. He felt very, I guess, JMC kind of hit it vulnerable, or felt like a victim at first in a couple spots, and then all of a sudden became more of a psychotic. Like he was just so psychotic. There was something so psychotic about this character. I love your insanity. I love his insanity. By the way, thank you for loving you on your slate. It was just beautiful and warm and just brought me to you. And then all of a sudden you go into this crazy psychotic character. It was great to see that change up. I was almost questioning, did you break character, or was it like a multiple personality thing going on for it? So I was just questioning that a bit for me. So I was a little just questioning it. I still enjoyed it, and he came back to it again. So there was obviously some purpose in that. I love those hisses that you did. I love the line, "I could do forever." That was great. It was so taunting. There was a nice tauntingness about your character. So I thought that was a good insight.
Thank you. Ellie Rage.
Thank you, Jesse. Thank you for playing the game. He's a gamester. He's a jokester. He is a shapeshifter. He is not, he's old, he's young, he's innocent, he's crazy, he's obsessed, he's obscene. And I felt these different voices of him coming through, and they were choices of the character who is a shapeshifter. And for me, I absolutely love the lunatic, the monster, the innocent, the everything, because they're different, using different, actions to get through. And the actions that you used were breath oriented. So it tells me that you're being active. It's like Kim says, if you call it out, you require the breath to recall it out. If you're being hurt, the breath has to gush out of you. If you're active in a game, then your breath is being employed. And I could really hear, like Deb said, your breath. And I just loved the game that this character was playing with each of his characters. And could you clean up the beginning or whatever? Sure, that's time for direction. I thought you covered the character wondrously.
Thanks, Ellie. Thanks, Jesse. We're grateful you're here. Hey, we're just about at the halfway point, folks. Remember, the talent can choose either their gaming or the animation script to be criticized by and critiqued, actually, by our esteemed panel of judges. That would be me. Now, we just want to take a moment to honor our sponsors like the good folks at Good FM, and a special mention to our distribution sponsor, VoiceOver Extra. Look, so many folks have risen to the challenge and donated hundreds of thousands in prizes to celebrate and honor the voice actor. Thank you, JMC. We couldn't have done this without you. So thank you to each and every one of them, and to you. Coming up, a returning contestant, Kara Kovacic-Stewart. Damn it, I said it right. I can't believe it. Kara
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. She's a female. Well, I'm going to tell who you are. A female voice actor in the greater San Diego, Los Angeles area, but originally from the land of cheese curds, Wisconsin. That's right, Wisconsin. She lived aboard a sailboat with her family in high school. That was cool. Before she went off to college for animation. By day, a graphic artist for an aerospace company. Ooh, can you say NASA? I can't. By night and other days, an animation enthusiast, wannabe gamer, new mom, traveler, Disney fan, and Tolkien nerd. Whoa, give it up for Kara Kovacic-Stewart.
Woo!
Now you can say it.
Yeah, girl.
Hi
Awesome.
guys, Kara Kovacic Stewart. Thank you so much for letting me come play for you.
Hey, have some fun.
You think I don't feel you? There. The fear. Oh, patience. They will come to me. Not everyone deserves the blood trance. One more blood bag and I will ascend again. Oh, the blood trance is slipping away. There's only one cure. Oh, beloved. We don't miss the sun, do we? No, we don't. Hello? Don't be nervous. If you're special enough, we'll make you one of us. Come on. Your heart's about to burst, beloved. Oh, shh. I know you're here. Somewhere. Are you from here? This town is just the beginning, you know. Hi. I can do this forever! I got you! Can't you do better than that? Just one bite! Your blood is singing to me! Why are you avoiding me? I can give you peace. I can play this game forever! Come out! The weather's just fine out here. You can't get away. But it'd be more fun if you tried. I don't need an invitation to come in, you know.
Thanks, Kara. Kim.
Well, I had to start with I love You're on Fire. It was awesome. Just want to start with that because we just heard it. Really nice job. Awesome. I loved the dichotomy. There were two characters almost. There was the sweet and then the evil. Really nice. And the way that you dipped in and out of them was really nice. Verging on animation sometimes. So just watch that. For gaming, it may have to be a little more grounded, but man, for purposes here, fantastic. And then same thing, just a little more distance when you're calling out. I could have used a little bit more than that. I know when you got to the last paragraph, you really pushed it in some louder moments, which was really nice. I loved it. Yeah, nice onos, as I said, on fire. Ooh, 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 love. Okay.
Deb.
Hi, Kara. I love the warmth in your slate. And then you go into this vile character, and I love that you can go there. I love your range. You have beautiful range. You have a beautiful warmth and texture in your natural voice. So when you just gave me the slate, I just fell in love with you immediately. There's just something in your vocal I love. I love the confidence you possess as well. You're a confident performer. You know how to take your time in things. And then when you went to that nice intimate to start it, I really appreciated that. And then you took us somewhere else, so you didn't stay in that. I love the humming that you did. It was actually a really nice moment that I was really drawn in with you on. I love how you know how to take your time. I love that you have many personalities. I do believe there was two in this one. I would have liked to seen more chaotic transitions between them. In some of the moments, I felt there were little, here's this one character, now here's the next, now here's the next, even though you were mixing them in one line, which I love. But that's just being very fussy. You're amazing talent and very worthy of being here. Great job. Loved your aggression at the end and just beautiful consistency in your reacts. I love how you brought that, your reacts as well.
Kelly Ray.
Love your vampire. You're really, really good. And like everybody has said so far, your efforts are great. I love that you take the time to hum. Not and move on. And sometimes in auditions, we kind of go, you're using the hum to seduce and freak out. And I feel that you were using specifics with your voice, what with the kind of stronger one and the younger one. What becomes weird is a child being a vampire creepy, it creeps you out. I loved everything about your choices. I agree with Kim. The girl was verging on cartoon, like let it land, let the youth sit inside of you and it will be, or find a mature woman who talks like a little girl, perhaps, which would land it rather than being on the cartoon side. But I mean, you got chops, girl, and you're very talented.
Thanks, Ellie. JM Chic.
Well, I'll give you this, that I have a 6-year-old in the room with me, and you had his attention. And he came over here. You summoned the demon with your demon. And look, I mean, I'm kind of an easy mark, as Kim said. I'm Paul Abdul tonight, but I loved it. I thought it was a great read and echoed everything the other ladies say. So, or the ladies say. Wait a minute, did I just reveal something?
Could have been me too.
Good stuff.
Thanks, JMC. Thank you, Kara. All right, get your scores in while we hear from our founding sponsors. Well, one of them, Get Mic'd, and our presenting sponsor, Bodalgo.
It's the start of a new day.
At a company that's always looking ahead.
Breaking new grounds.
Digging deeper.
Going farther.
Reaching higher.
Reaching higher.
Reaching higher.
Defining definition.
While redefining ourselves.
Today, like every day,
we push the boundaries even further.
Even further.
Even further.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Hello, and welcome to Voices.com, where all the greatest talents are located.
Shout out to Good FM. Good FM creates the best Audible content, a hub for great voice actors. Whether it's audiobooks, online Audible courses, great podcasts, Good FM, well, they have it all. Good FM offers pop-up popular audiobooks such as Squid Game. So if you like watching the TV series Squid Game, then you must download the Good FM app. Good FM audiobooks and novels. And get ready for the UVOS. That's something else. UVOS retreat at the Get Mike headquarters in Ontario, September 8th to the 10th, and a UVOS audition review workshop where the ladies will critique your initial audition. When is that, Deb? April 5th, am I correct?
April 5th it is, you betcha.
Great, so watch for our socials and the website for the workshop and coming up in our promotions. All right. Also, I'd like to send a shout out to all of our contestants tonight and in the past few weeks. If you're a finalist heading to VO Atlanta, all of our contestants collectively break a leg. It goes out to you. And I can walk our next contestant into the room. Come on with me, Tim. This is Tim Heller, folks. I'll tell you a bit about him. Tim Heller is a voice actor based in Austin, Texas. Great town for music. Shout out to Gordy Johnson. After starting out in the theater world, Tim found his way to voice acting almost by accident. Brr, bang! chronic back issues took the live performance aspect out of his life, out of play for a while, and thrust him into the wonderful world of VO. Talk about a silver lining. Oh yeah, ching ching. And he is so excited to be on this ride and strive to create opportunities, not for himself, but for friends, colleagues, both new and old. And what a good guy. Hey, welcome, Tim Heller.
Yay!
Hey,
Tim.
thank you, Mr. Mike. I'm Tim Heller, as he said. I'm a sober poodle dad based in Austin. Can't believe I get to sit in a box and talk all day to myself for a living. I'll be doing the gaming script here. You think I don't feel you? Ah, there. The fear. Patience, children, they will come to me. Not everyone deserves the blood trance. One more blood bag and I will ascend. Again. Pop goes the blood bag. The blood trance is slipping away. I can feel it. There's only one cure. Oh, beloved, we don't miss the sun, do we? No, we don't. Hello? Don't be nervous. If you're special enough, we'll make you one of us. Come out. Your heart's about to burst, beloved. Oh, shush, 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 shush. No need for tears. I know you're here somewhere. I can taste it. Are you from here? This town is just the beginning, you know. I can do this forever! Don't you? Can't you do better than that? Just one bite. Oh, beloved, your blood is singing to me. Why are you avoiding me? I can give you peace. I can play this game forever. The weather's just fine out here. You can't get away, but it'd be more fun if you tried. And by the way, I don't need an invitation to come in. That's the stuff of storybooks and nightmares. Beloved. Very clever, beloved. I'll see you soon in hell.
Thanks, Tim. Here's a double without a cause.
Is that me? I'm the devil tonight.
Double, D-E-B.
I'm the devil. Loved your slate, Tim. You're so warm and beautiful, and then you go into these wonderfully wild characters. Your character grabbed me instantly. I love your intimate strength. There's a beautiful strength inside your intimacy. It's just gorgeous character. Way to use your breath. You brought it back in towards the end of that first part. I love that you did that. I think if anything, I love the hum that was great in the character. Popping the blood bag, really nice. Blood bag, really nice ad libs and really tasteful. I think that your laugh, maybe you're just doing too many. If not that, then try different ones so they're not all similar. That's the only thing I would get. I get that comment a lot for myself, so that's the only reason I'm giving that. Really nice change of the pace. I would have you started changing the pace and got really aggressive. I'd love to hear even more of that, but then you gave some really nice moments. You're a great physical performer. I love how you're really in the scene. Wonderful to watch, Tim. Thank you so much.
Tim, you got me on Poodle Dad. You're all I care about, don't care about the voice. No, fantastic. You're a wonderful actor. You had me. I was completely engaged, as JMC says, where I'm like holding my breath, going, oh, and not writing and going, oh my God. I love that you used words in your efforts at the end. I love when you make it real and it's not just when you include the scene. I love that. So thank you for that. And I love that you, as the character, loved what you were doing. It seduced you. Everything about it was seductive. The smelling, the use of smell, and the use of everything. You just completely put me in the scene, and I believed you were this weird wizard who tricked people. Beloved, and then you went, fuck you. I can play this all day. I just thought you're Poodle Dad. You're it for me.
Thanks, Ellie Ray. JMC Urchin.
Well, I tell you, one of these days, Mr. Mike. Tim. Yeah, I mean, ditto, right? You're a performer, you're an actor, you're having a blast, you're there from top to bottom in the read and inhabiting the character, and you're putting on a show. I mean, that's, I consider myself an educated layman when it comes to character genres of voiceover. We bring a lot of this stuff to the places I play, like commercial and some other broadcast genres, and believe it or not, even to some narration genres. But watching guys like you perform, it's a treat. So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to knock anything you did. I had a blast.
Thanks. Kim Pickens.
Hey, good one. Hi, Tim. What I loved overall was that you lived it and you owned your time. As Ellie was saying, I think you touched on this too. Sometimes actors just tend to sort of, oh my God, I'm sorry. And it's almost apologetic. You didn't give a shit, right? You just owned it, sat in it, and delivered, which was fantastic. I loved tiny things that you did. Paragraph 3 or scene 3, you heard a noise off the top and you reacted to that. Friggin' awesome. That kind of detail is what I'm talking about, really owning it. I really felt the intensity in the fight scene. I wish you'd stuck with it all the way through because I just loved it so much. And then just a little more projection on that last bit, I would have loved. Just throw your voice a little bit further if whomever you're speaking with a little further away. I loved that you stayed in character in your efforts. Loved it. Totally heard it. But I disagree with Ellie. You shouldn't put words in. Not in the real world. So just because they don't know where it's going to be in the game. Quiet. No, I stopped.
His on fire was pretty stellar too. Just because no one mentioned, I just want to say you're on fire was on fire, man.
Thanks,
awesome.
Tim. You made it really tough. And it's going to be tough on these judges. I don't envy them, especially because I can't string 2 sentences together tonight. It must be that stupid hit in the mouth I took last week. Anyway, all right. This is how the grand finale is shaping up. Kara O'Brien, George Novick, Sasha Chambers, and, well, we're about to find out who the rest of our contestants are going to pick, or who's going to be picked from the rest of our contestants as they audition their hearts out to become Get Mike's Ultimate VO Survivor Take 3 champion, presented by Bodalgo. You know what? It could be our next returning superstar contestant, Heather Loretto. This is a tough one. Heather is a trilingual, multidisciplinary, and passionate storyteller from Montreal with roots in Guatemala, Spain, and Italy. Ciao, bella, ma che fai? She has studied performing arts and recently starred in a short film titled Mamita that was filmed in Peru. Her 4th audiobook and will soon be heard in a museum in Quebec, Canada. Wow, that is great. When she's not gaming, trying out her new recipes, or imitating actors in Korean dramas, you can find her hyperfixating on mushrooms. What? Wait, is that real? Okay, hope she brought enough for everyone. Heather Loretto, folks.
Yeah, thank you so much. So happy to be here.
I hope we're talking shiitakes.
Talking shiitakes? Oh.
The mushroom. He can't get over the mushroom.
Oh, yes. And turkey's tail and lion's mane and all that, yes.
Have some fun, Loretta. Heather, you're on.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm Heather Loretto, and I'm so grateful and happy to be here. And this is The Vampire. You think I don't feel you? Oh, there. The fear. Patience. They will come to you. Not everyone deserves the blood trance. One more blood bag and I will ascend again. Hmm. The blood trance is slipping away. There's only one cure. La 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 la. Oh, beloved, we don't miss the sun, do we? No, we don't. Oh, I see a delicious, delicious child. Hello? Don't be nervous. If you're special enough, we'll make you one of us. Come out. Oh, your heart's about to burst, beloved. Shh. Hey, I know you're here somewhere. Are you from here? This town is just the beginning, you know? Come on out. I just want to show you my cards. I can do this forever and ever and ever. Gotcha. Can't you do better than that? Come on, just let me have one bite. One bite. Your blood is singing to me. Why are you avoiding me? I can give you peace. And I can play this game forever. Look, the weather's just fine out here. You can get away, but it'd be more fun if you tried. I don't need an invitation to come in, you know? Please, please don't.
Amazing. I can't wait for hotel security to show up.
I know. Oh my god. I just thought that in my
That's
brain.
amazing. Ellie Ray.
Oh my God. Okay, listen, thank you. Awesome. I love your commitment. I love your commitment to transitioning. I love that weird haunting thing that you did in another language to kind of arrive the vampire. I was like, yeah, that's awesome. That's friggin' awesome. And then you did a character choice of the switching, which I love. I love that there's different because as a shapeshifter, the vampire can be any age, can be any, they can visualize as anything. They're many things. So I loved that. I loved your use of sucking and breathing, and I thought that assisting to the story was very useful, and it put action into the story. I thought a couple of times your reactions like rah were shown in your efforts. They need just the only nitpick thing I would say is in your efforts, there's a beginning, middle, end, and a rise in the acceleration of efforts. Don't play the climax as one sound, like as you did your opening of the, it's got a
Thank you. JMC.
I'm glad I got to you before the police do. But the Good job doing that in a hotel. I love somebody who knows how to work a microphone. That was kind of fun to watch. You understand what you're doing with distance and with audio and with proximity. And so that brought a lot to it that is not something people always think about with this kind of stuff. You have a pure, wonderful set of pipes. You were in this last year, right?
Yes, I
Yeah, I
was.
remember because I mean your name immediately went, oh, I remember her being pretty good. You've got
I
a
did a lot, if that's.
yeah, you've got a very natural, very pure set of pipes. There were moments in there reminded me of Sandra Bullock in Despicable Me that I thought you just have you have that Disney lead role sound. So yeah, you had me engaged. Good stuff.
Thanks,
Thank you
JMC.
so
Kim.
much.
Hello. Okay, I overall loved that she was sort of a temptress, that's where you put her. I hear what Ellie Ray's saying about the character switch in the third scene, but it got a little cartoony for me, so just watch that. Just where the placement was, but I loved it. Just watch as you're moving through the scenes. There are different things that are going on. So there's a taunt, and then there's a fight. And as Ellie said, be consistent all the way through. I want to hear that you're fighting within the words themselves, not just sounds outside of the words. And then last one, it's a combat taunt. So the person that you're speaking with is much further away. So just bear that in mind. But other than that, it was great. And I agree with Ellie. The wetness of the breathing sometimes was fantastic. Really nice. Awesome job.
Thank you so much.
Deb.
Yeah, really nice intro in, Heather. Lovely slate, and then you go into this beautifully a character with a lot of depth. I love the psychotic in your character, the psychotic laugh you gave the character. I also wrote down about the breathy. I wrote down almost over breathy overall, but yet not, because I loved what you were doing with it. So as much as it's a critique, it's actually a compliment too, because it was really cool. I love all the stuff you're adding. I just wrote down that I felt I was anticipating moments. I would have loved some speed changes somewhere else, because I felt it was overall in the same pace, even though there was lots going on in it. But I love all you give. Really nice reacts. Your fire was such a nice, genuine scream, again, especially being in a hotel. Thank you for letting go.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm so
We're
scared.
all
Like,
very
I
grateful
hope
for
I'm
that.
good
And I
reading,
love, even though it's too cartoony, we love the scratch in your voice. The scratch in your voice is stunning. Thank you so much, Heather. Good job.
Thank you so much for your time, guys.
Thanks, Heather. La Polizia.
What?
Hey, we're excited to welcome our next contestant to the stage. After submitting for all 3 seasons, he's made it to the main stage, and he's sure to show you at home the many sides of his personalities. If you don't believe us, then watch his original auditions on the Neo Nevo contest site. And a special thank you to Buford of Closing Credits for designing the Neo Nevo contest site with UVOS in mind. Who's coming up next? Why, it's Tom Edwards making it to the booth.
He's almost making it to the booth.
He's half naked. He's half naked.
He usually is, I think.
Making it half naked.
Finding his character.
If you guys could see Jade dancing at home, Jade's our special super tech wizard.
Big deal creating all these scenes each week. And Jade's like 5 hours ahead for everybody at home. It's crazy. So thank you, Jade, for all you've done for us for the virtuals. Can you believe we're at the last of the virtual episodes?
No.
Wow.
Fantastic.
7 months. Yeah,
nobody can hear Jade. I love it.
No one can hear Jade, so we're all listening to a Jade in the background here, but you guys at home can't hear Jade at all. Let me tell you. Hey, Deb, what's coming up for you guys? Fill everybody in on that little get-together you and Ellie are having.
Actually, one thing I'd love to mention is we're actually, when we go to VO Atlanta, we get to be there as presenters as well. So we're going to be doing an X session together. So we'd love to get some registrations up for that, because
I hope you said X session.
X, our X's all come. Then I turn them
It's
into
a hug session, right?
They become triple X sessions. That's what.
Yeah,
there's several X sessions actually.
Too, and then we have the kids section. There's an actual kids program this year. So that's really exciting, because we love working with the kids. So we're pretty excited about that. Hey, Tom's in the room. Yay, Mr. Tom.
I'm glad I'm not one of your exes in that X session.
You're
They're giving me the go ahead. All right. Not telling us which year Tom graduated with a BFA in drama and learned a lot about acting up, working odd jobs while playing theaters as much as possible. Cool. He took up improvisational comedy in the early 90s and has continued to this day, including a long-running improvised soap opera called Die Nasty. He met Deb at an audition and started training in VO with her and Ellie Ray ever since. No pressure, judges. He has done his tutelage and is now here in a great place to test his talents. Tom Edwards, welcome to the mic.
Yay! Woohoo!
Yeah, baby.
Tom Edwards is a, well, pretty easygoing guy. There's nothing that's surprising about his nature.
Or his interactions with other people in his life.
He is a professional in all ways and a lovable guy to all he meets. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time to listen to him. Everyone. Okay, no, people, no, stop. Cut! No. Hold my sanity. Darling, the line is like a smorgasbord, not like a potpourri or jambalaya. Jeez, this one could ruin a 2-car funeral. Listen, the writer could have a C-section by now, and it would come out a mutant baby. This is taking way too long to capture. Stop hemorrhaging money and learn your freaking lines. It's just 3 words. Like a smorgasbord. You got it? And please, for the love of Beyonce, where the hairy hell was Lonnie the Dancing Lion? And Sheila, don't for 1 minute say he has stage fright again. Why, in all things just, we're paying that insipid lion whisperer. Answer me that. This is the big tear 'em up musical number, people. Let's get it together. One job! How long before you make a lion suit? How long before you can make a lion suit? I want it in 15 seconds. Make it happen. David, you will have to take one for the team and bear the fur and claws. Now go! A little brain cell, just one brain cell, is all you really need to say the words. Start with the smorga and with the board. Don't go out of your gourd. Just say an itsy teeny tiny little morsel of a word meal called like a smorgasbord. David? What? Really? A chicken suit? Are you writing my sad reality? I can barely wait for the chicken's big entrance and his mighty roar. Okay, fine. Chicken, catch a story. Here we go. David, make it clucking work. I wish I was an octopus so I could slap you all at once. Now, putty for brains. Get your maracas on that pogo stick. Boing, 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 bing, bang, bada, bada, boom. Cue my dancing penguins. Tip, tap, 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 tip, tap, 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 tap. Chicken ready? Oh, Larry, give me my medication and cancel everything, because I seriously don't need these issues. Like a smorgasbord. You're all beautiful. You're perfect. You're gorgeous. I love you all. If this doesn't work, I'm going to bust all your bagels. And action!
Thanks, Tom. Here representing the St. Valentine's Day Lobster Massacre, JMC.
I'm sure you're going to get the standard don't try so hard from stick to the script, blah blah blah, and it's legitimate in a real audition. For what you're doing here, look, you came to play, you showed off what you can do, you impressed the heck out of me and hopefully all of us. I would, if I was casting this job, and far be it for me to put myself in that chair because that's not the genre I play in, but I don't know if I would hire you or not. I would certainly have you on my list, but I certainly would have you on. I mean, every time I saw your name on an audition in the future, you'd be one of the first people I'd go to listen to. So you sure proved that you can play.
Thanks, JMC. Kim.
Awesome, and you're right, JC. I was gonna say that too. Because the ad libs were awesome, but sometimes they were just a little bit too long, and so that scares me as a casting person, because then I think, oh my God, is he going to be able to do that in studio in the final? I don't know. So just watch that if it were in the real world. But today, hilarious. I even wrote it down. Hilarious song, hilarious. When you really locked in for me was starting with a chicken suit. that's when I started, oh my God, the shape and the color and the movement and all the stuff you were doing in the back and the forth and the talking to different people. Fan-freaking-tastic. I felt like in the start, and I get it, it's scary. You were rushing a little bit. So you were missing some of those spots where you could have maybe just chilled and owned it a little bit more, but really nice. And thanks for doing a pickup right in the middle. Thank you for that, because that's what we would do. Awesome. Really nice job. You made me laugh.
Thanks, Kim. Deb.
Tom, welcome. It's so nice to see you here. You are personality times 5,000. I don't know that there's anybody who has more personalities than you, and I just love all of them. And you introduced every one of them to us almost on your slate. So although it's long, thank you for that. You suit this really well. I love the opening. You grabbed me right away for character, but there was an intimacy about the character that wasn't accelerating much, as Ellie would always say. And so there was something, I was just craving it to go bigger. And then it did. It got bigger, which was great on the good line there. I love that. And the wardrobe line, you gave us one little taste of it, which was really clever. I love that taste of it. I think that the song was great. It would have been good to yourself and a little shorter. I think that would have been a good idea there. And great job. That's exactly where I kicked in with you too when you called out for David. As soon as you called out for him, there was just beautiful reacts and moments. I love the aside you made to him in that whole section. That was one of my favorite sections there. Make it clucking work. There was something I just wanted to go bigger somewhere towards the beginning somewhere, but I still love all you offer.
And you got clucking buzzed. Okay, Ellie.
I clucking love you. That's all I have to say. Goodbye.
Amazing.
I mean, what am I going to say? You can see it. You can hear it. What the singing, the I mean, I could direct you and change shit, but are you kidding me? You gave me the kitchen sink. You had a good cop and a bad cop. He had a split personality. He was the mentalist person I've ever heard. He was all over the map. I know. I'm not even going to say anything.
Like I said, you guys are perfect.
Hey, Tom, you've got a buzz on your system, so check that out before we come back, okay?
Oh, okay.
Might have been channel 2. Might have been channel 1.
Buzzing.
Even got new equipment.
Make it clucking work.
Yeah. All right, let's give a special shout out again to our audience favorites this season, Sasha Chambers, Matt Chalik, Janice Hunter, and Sam Yao. Voting for tonight's episode will stay open until midnight, February 16th. Remember, there are 2 scripts auditioned tonight, so hold off on your votes until the episode is complete and get those votes in for a special customized prize package for each of our winning contestants. All right, let's bring in our next contestant. The door is stuck. I don't know what the hell's going on. A man who truly warmed our hearts. I don't know why the handle's not turning. Here he is. He's walking in. Manny Cristobal. He's there.
There's some kind of delay or something going on in our Zoom room, green room today.
I think so.
We've got vampires in our.
Yeah, there's vampires, lobster killers. As a CA-based voice actor, Manny Cristobal has been able to voice in a variety of genres since his start in 2019. Eager to hone his craft and grow his skill, he sought to train with industry professionals. I could be one of them, but we're not. And different aspects of VO, from commercial to promo to animation and gaming. And with an arsenal of voices, wow, what an arsenal on him, in his toolkit, he always seeks out opportunities to provide the necessary boom that people need for their projects. Helmets off for Manny Cristobal. Did I say it right?
Yeah, you
Ow! Hey, Manny.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Are you ready to play? Let's have some.
Let's do it. Cat! No, no, no! Hold my sanity. Darling, the line is like a smorgasbord, not like a potpourri of jambalaya. Goodness, this one can ruin a 2-car funeral. Listen, the writer could have a C-section by now. This is taking way too long to capture. Stop hemorrhaging money and learn your freaking lines. It's just 3 words, like a smorgasbord. You got it? And please, for the love of Beyonce, where the hairy hell was Lonnie the Dancing Lion? And Sheila, don't for 1 minute say he has stage fright again. Why, in all things just, are we paying that insipid lion whisperer? This is the big Terama musical number, people. Let's get it together. Wardrobe! How long before you can make a lion suit? And David, you will have to take one for the team and bear the fur and claws. Now go. Chicken soup. Are you writing my sad reality? Oh. Okay, fine. Chicken catch a story. David, make it clacking work. I wish I was an octopus, so I could slap you all at once. Now, Auntie for brains. Get your maracas on that pogo stick. Cue my dancing penguins. Chicken ready. Larry, get me my medication and cancel everything because I seriously don't need these issues. Like a smorgasbord! And action!
Thanks, Manny. She's Kim and proper. Here's Kim Hurton.
Aw, I'm so glad I got to go first because I love you. And I'm just going to say nice things. They're awesome. First off, that you did an impersonation of the actor and you stuck with it and like a smorgasbord and like a potpourri. Awesome. Loved. And I love the overall character choice. He was ridiculous and pompous and I didn't like him and I wasn't supposed to. I loved your level changes. I loved your pace changes. I loved your choices. When you did just a tiny thing like chicken killed me, that kind of thing, just that thinking, no one else will do it. It was awesome. And again, with the accent issues instead of issues, love you. That's all I have to say to you, but I love you. Okay, bye.
Sorry. Mid-drink. Deb Monroe.
Yes, you are very lovable. Just you forgot to slate, so try and remember that in the future. But that's just about not a big deal. Love that moment before. Sorry, you could have used a moment before just to get us to the cut because the cut came out of nowhere because we were expecting a slate. So other than that, that's the only reason why. I love your characters. You have wonderful isms. All the stuff you add is amazing. We couldn't talk about that enough. I loved it when you said learn your freaking lines, the smorgasbord line, the David, the speed. When you started getting into the speed on Lonnie the Dancing Lion speed, I was so grateful because I felt it was very nostalgic. Actually, you gave a very theatrical director, which I really loved, and it wasn't predictable. I didn't know where you were going, but it took me out of it for a second and going into a speed, and I really loved that. So it took me for a surprise. Loved all the stuff you do. Nice choices at the end. Just wonderful. You're a wonderful performer.
Spectacular. I'm going to launch right into it, Manny. I loved your bipolar schizophrenic director. So he had the very pompous trained director. And then you go, "Rah!" Like I was like, oh, he'd shit his pants. And then he tried to pull it together and deal like a professional, sort of like I try to do every day. And then fuck me hard. It was so fabulous. Oh my God. The chicken suit. I literally laughed out loud. And the where you lost it on the David. I agree with Deb on the speed, where all of a sudden you went, and you're like, because he was very held. And I love that about his bipolarness. He'd kind of come back to this, please, when you went, Larry, get my medication. Again, yeah, everything everybody said, I love you.
Yeah. JM Esprit de Corps.
Wow, I prefer a bad lobster joke. Come on, man. My child makes me watch enough of this stuff that I can tell the difference between that which sounds professional and that which sounds, amateurish and like they're trying. You sound like a pro. You sound like if I could close my eyes, it's like I've got the TV on over here and then the kid's got the cartoon on. Maybe one that was, well, no, that's probably age appropriate for him. I think the vampire, not so much, but yeah. Again, I'm the easy one tonight. I like it when I get to be Simon Cowell. How come I can't be Simon Cowell tonight? Good job.
Awesome. Thanks, Manny. All right, folks.
David.
We got them all in, didn't we? We did. Okay, folks, we need your help at home. Write your comments in the chat. We do? What? What do you mean?
We still have
one more.
What? No.
Ellie Katz.
Yeah, it's coming up. You got to let me do my thing, the crossover.
Oh, sorry, you were asking.
Someone's getting a punch in the eye tonight, and it ain't me. Thank goodness. All right, folks, we need your help at home. Write your comments in the chat. Tell us who you would pick and help us choose our winner. Oh, and speaking of winners, we will be announcing our last finalist who will make it into the grand finale tomorrow night by midnight. So be watching the Get Mike social media and websites and pay attention to your inboxes. The excitement continues now, NOW with L.E. Katz. All right, Ellie's a Canadian-born, New Jersey-bred, recent transplant to Toronto. She is a trained actor with a BA in theater arts and an MA in acting, and she's a bilingual, I like that kind of gal, in Hebrew and English, and proficient in French, eh? All right, Ellie has an intense desire to truly understand how other humans live around the world, making for an engaging and dynamic storyteller. Ellie and her husband, Justin, are the proud parents of an extraordinary son named Zev and a mouthy kitty called Mrs. Weasley. Put your hands together and welcome Ellie Katz. No relation to the deli, Ellie.
Hey. Is she speaking?
Ellie.
Hear her.
Oh, now I'm speaking. Yes. Hi. Rookie move. Hi, everybody. I'm Ellie Katz. Yes, your Canadian-born, New Jersey-bred Jewish girl who loves cheesy Christmas movies. And here's my animation script. Oh, for the love of... Cut! No. Hold my sanity. Darling, the line is like a smorgasbord, not like a potpourri or jambalaya. Geez, this one could ruin a two-car funeral. Listen, the writer could have had a C-section by now. This is taking way too long to capture. Here's a thought. Stop hemorrhaging money and learn your freaking lines. It's just 3 words. Like a smorgasbord. Ya got it? And please, for the love of Beyonce, where the hairy hell was Lonnie the Dancing Lion? I love him. And Sheila, don't for 1 minute say he has stage fright again. Why in all things just are we paying that insipid lion whisperer? This is the big tear 'em up musical number, people. Let's get it together. Wardrobe? How long before you can make a lion suit? David, you are going to have to take one for the team and bear the fur and claws. Now go. Why? A chicken suit? Ay vey. Are you writing my sad reality? Oh, okay. Fine. Chicken, catch a story. David, make it clucking work. Ooh, I wish I was an octopus so I could slap you all at once. Now, putty for brains, get your maracas on that pogo stick. Cue my dancing penguins. Chicken ready? And nothing. Lair Bear, get me my medication and cancel everything, because I seriously don't need these issues. Like a smorgasbord and action.
Mazel tov. Here's Devin Rowe.
Awesome. I love that little close at the end, how you switched it to the nice and calm from big extreme, really nice stuff. Thanks for Mrs. Weasley. Such a cute intro. I told you before, I'm in love with your voice just so much. I love the voice and the texture, the tone of your vocal. I'm just in love with your voice. Can't say it enough. I felt like there was a bit of, you make really great choices, really phenomenal choices, but I feel like I can tell you're making them. And I'd like to get them a bit more reactive. And that's just my fussiness, because you're really good. You made just such beautiful choices. But it felt like it's like, okay, here's a choice she made versus it felt like it was just coming off the cuff, but yet it was a brilliant choice. I loved it when you said, "Oh, got it." I love you. You just love it when it lilts, when it breaks and it cracks. I love the laugh that you did. And then when you got really aggressive, that was my favorite moment for sure on all that. The musical number was fantastic. Great choices. Loved the character. Loved what every time you spoke to David. I love that you brought us into an intimate place. So you just made some stellar choices. I just felt
You did it again. Ellie Ray.
I love you, Ellie. I think Ellie, I love you, Ellie. You know, the thing is about this character felt like that she was wearing many hats. As a director, it's a darling, the way you have to speak to and you had a little bit of a Britty thing going on with that. And then you were like, oh my God, talking to somebody else to yourself, you're like, you know, your Jewish sort of oy vey came to yourself, you know, that's talking to yourself. And then you were talking to David. So I felt like you had a sexual relationship with David. I mean, there was all kinds of stuff going on with me where I went, oh my God, you've got a different relationship with who you're talking about. And the other thing that I loved about what you did is you didn't go really big hysterical, which this lends itself to with all the exclamations. What I loved was it was somebody really trying to just deal with the situation and comment in a real situation without going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Not that cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs isn't good, but I loved it as an alternative, which is why the button worked so well with the action, for fuck's sake. You know, like where you just landed that end without getting so, you know,
All right, just like John Gotti, he's a lobster mobster. How's that? JMC.
The lob mob here. Ellie, what I loved about that, and I'm piggybacking off of what Ellie Ray finished with there, is that in my mind's eye, as I'm picturing this isn't a fuzzy cartoon character from Sing. This is a human being, and an animated human being, but a human being. And I'm picturing a person. I think you did maybe the first person today who's come in here and did that character as a human and not as a cartoon character. And you brought some really fun acting elements to it that I thought, you know, really argued that less is in some cases more. Good job. Very nicely done.
Thanks, JMC. Kim.
Awesome. And so, yes, agreeing with everybody. So because you have such an awesome natural voice and it's got so much character, it didn't bother me that you didn't lay into the animation side of it too often. But you did sort of dip in and out when you chose to speak as different characters or things like maracas or, you know, that sort of stuff was really funny. And your ad libs were really good. Like the teeny ones, you'd like Lair Bear, like that sort of stuff, killed. Really nice. I would say to Deb's note, because Deb, I know you said almost hearing the choices. I think if it was just tightened up overall, we probably wouldn't have noticed any of that. It just would have been bing, 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 and you just would have been on to the next one. So just in future, yeah, just tighten everything up, move through it a little more quickly, and Bob's your uncle. Okay.
Thanks, Kim. Well, thank you, Ellie. They say kiss me where it smells. Newark. Anyway, can't forget. I knew you'd love that. Can't forget a special mention to our presenting sponsor, Bodalgo, an award-winning online casting service that connects clients with voice actors from around the world in multiple languages. In fact, you can catch Armin live and in person as he graces our stage in Atlanta as a judge for the grand finale. It's gonna be so fun. Thanks for believing in us, Armin, and supporting all these wonderful talent. Cracker Jacks. Oh my goodness, it's our last audition for this script or script choice. A talent worth waiting for, unless, of course, you're on life support, which I'm sure this read will wake you up, no pun intended. Well, it's Will Ryerson.
Woo! Yeah.
You know what? I gotta tell you, Will is a professional dragon tamer. Never saw that in person. With a PhD, that's a dragon, in what is this word? Worm biology? Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Wow, worm biology. Who does voice acting in his free time. He is also, contrary to popular belief, the first man to walk on Mars and is the founder of the SPCT, Global Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Toasters. Unless it's one of those Breville ones. Anyway, to date, the organization has rescued more than 72 toasters and toaster ovens and given them better homes. I like that. Will is honored to be showcased grunting into a microphone and prays that the aliens that left him here will see and come and get him because it's been 2 centuries now and he's getting tired of human food and getting tipped over like a cow. Here's Will Ryerson.
Yeah. Tip a cow, tip a cow. Have fun, my friend.
Thanks for the tip.
Absolutely. Well, this is Will Ryerson. Hi, and this is an animation script. I hope you enjoy.
No, no, no. Hold my sanity. Darling, the line is like a smorgasbord, not like a potpourri or jambalaya. Oh, golly gee whiz. This one could ruin a two-car funeral. Listen, the writer could have a C-section by now. This is taking way too long to capture. Stop hemorrhaging money and learn your freaking lines. It's just 3 words. Like a small gas board. You got it? And please, for the love of Beyonce, where the hairy hell was Lonnie the Dancing Lion? And Sheila, darling, don't for 1 minute say he has stage fright again. Why, in all things just are we paying that insipid lion whisperer? This is the big terror of musical number, people. Let's get it together. Wardrobe. Wardrobe! How long before you can make a lion suit? David, darling, you would have to take one for the team and bear the fur and claws. Now, go. Chicken suit. Chicken suit. Are you writing my sad reality? Okay, fine. Chicken catch a story. David, make it clucking work. You know, I wish I was an octopus so I could slap you all at once. Now, what for brains? Get your maracas on that pogo stick. You, my dancing penguins. Chicken? Ready? Mary, darling, love, poopsie pie, get me my medication and cancel everything, because I seriously don't need any of these issues. Like a smorgasbord and...
There we go. Thank you, Will. El Rey.
Hey, well, okay. My God, you're so theatrical and you're so wonderful and you have so many switches and I love all of that. You sounded like a cross between Mrs. Doubtfire meets Dame Edna meets some wild drag queen from I don't know where. The darling was like, it was so theatrical, like it was obviously a coke snorting somebody because the speed with which you were coming at it, which was amazing. So when you can switch with speed and move the character through emotional choices and slightly embellish, you didn't do too many embellishes. I love that you sang that little part of the script, which was great because it is a musical, very clever. I love all that stuff. I thought you had wonderful, wonderful moments. And I loved when he dropped into his monster because you were very high in your resonance. And when you went, and it made me laugh. And I wanted you to drop into that, like that kind of farting guy every once in a while, that he really drives a truck on his weekends and he's not a very fancy pants. I had fun with you. I think you're great. I think you're
Thanks, Ellie.
Julia Child's best friend, JMC, in Lobster Thermidor.
Will, hey, Will. I've known Will for a minute, and I'm well aware of the capacious nature of your skill set and talent. I thought this was a lot of fun. My only issue with this read is it just sort of, for me, kind of stayed in the same place from top to bottom. You made a lot of little choices, but there wasn't a whole lot of tempo change, and there certainly wasn't a whole lot of pitch change, big, small. It just kind of... it was all good, but it all kind of sat in that same spot for me. So I wanted to be entertained just a little bit more. But I know what you can do. So good stuff, man. Thank you.
Thank you, JMC, especially for capacious. Here's the commodious Kim Martin.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say, look at you using the word capacious, JMC. Impressive. Okay, nothing about you.
There's more than throwing butter up here. I'm just saying.
Well, really nice job. I love the character choices, Ellie said. I just loved him/her. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Male, female, meh. Things like little things like potpourri, that sort of stuff that you threw in there. Really nice little jewels that, like, as you move through it. And as Ellie said, singing the octopus line, very original. Nobody else did that. You sounded a little nervous off the top. Once you got to sort of right around For the Love of Beyonce, that's when I felt you sort of sunk into it and you were like, okay, I got this. Just check this out. And you just sort of moved through it really nicely. and use physicality, like go, 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 that sort of stuff. Really nice job, man. Slower, maybe slower in some slower bits, because it did all go very quickly. But again, that's maybe nerves. I don't know. It's weird. It was really good. I loved it.
Thanks, Kim. And somebody who doesn't suffer from bum fuzzle, here's Deb Monroe.
Will, you're so talented. I've been blessed to watch you in the auditions that you've submitted through UVOS, and you're just amazing, no matter what. I just need you to know that. I just wrote in the beginning, it needs more reactions. It didn't feel very reactive. So I think just like what Kim was saying, it took you a little while to get into it, and then it suddenly did. As soon as you said tear him up, I love it when he loses his composure. What a great character. I think for me, and I think Ellie kind of touched on it, is because it was so high pitchy, I found the character kind of irritating in the same placement for too long. So when you did drop down into a more aggressive or more monstrous or any of those things, that's when I was more involved, because it was a little draining on my ear for a little bit that way. So that's what I felt, but I love the playfulness of the character. I love everything you do. The song, everybody hit on everything that was wonderful of what you do. The Pootsy Pie. I mean, I love his loss of control. I love your loss of control. You're just a brilliant talent, Will. You really are.
Thanks, Deb. Thanks, Will. I'm kind of smickered with my friend Ellie Ray.
What's happening right now? I don't get any words to describe me.
Smickering. Anyway, we'll be right back after this crafted compilation of our contestants. That's pretty onomatopoeia. Original auditions will be taking on script 2 next. Remember, judges will not be giving their critiques on the next round, so stay tuned for round 2.
Hey!
Yeah, it's a beautiful day to give me what I want!
Oh, okay. You're the reason the middle finger was invented, huh?
Just get me a supervisor. Listen, I am an acquired taste. If you don't like me...
Why don't you acquire some taste? Did you just come out of a slow cooker? No, I am under no obligation to make sense to you. I could eat a whole bowl of alphabet soup and
poop out a smarter statement than what you just said. I don't have the patience nor the crayons to explain this to you, sweetheart. Stop talking. No, just stop.
Stop talking. Oh, you have your entire life to be an idiot. Why not take today off? Seriously.
You are a pizza burn on the roof of my mouth. Please, a supervisor!
Idiot! I am not insulting you, I am describing you! There's a difference. Hello?
You son of a... Go sit on a cactus!
People like you are the reason God doesn't talk to us anymore!
Mr. Rogers is very disappointed in you!
Mr. Rogers is very disappointed in you!
Mr. Rogers is very disappointed in you!
Oh, I had the wrong number. We truly are a remarkable beast. Do we even know why we're doing this, sweetheart? Remarkable indeed.
We do have a heart of sorts, and we won't let these people die in hell.
Wrong. No.
We've no heart, and we're certainly not doing this for their benefit. We're doing it for their affection, their approval.
Please, we don't need their approval.
We're insane! We try so hard! We're adorable.
We're adorable, but they will never love us. Ever.
Oh, is that how we play it? So we should just let us devour them.
Convince us.
Stop us!
Convince us. Stop us.
Save their pathetic lives, and what? We think they'll throw a parade in our honor? Finally welcome us into the warmth of their hearts?
No, they won't even let us pass the city gates. We're the hero.
But
deliver them from the acid pits of Remorostwen itself and still hide their children when they see us coming.
To them, we'll forever be that vile, filthy prowl.
Yes, however, forever we will fight for them. Hellfire!
Hellfire, weapons. Come on then, hero.
Let's see how hard we have to squeeze that skull before our pretty eyes pop out.
We quake in fear.
Ooh, we quake in fear.
Being in closing credits, you get direct access to industry professionals who say, yeah, hey, you got a question? Here's my email.
Anyone who's like, oh, I'm interested in getting into voice acting, I'm interested in getting into acting, I'm like, closing credits, go now.
Just the accessibility and the affordability, you do it anywhere.
Improv, audio engineering, voice acting, 101, 201, 301, do it all. Because seriously,
it's the confidence. Once you find your confidence, your acting ability soars, and you can find your confidence at closing credits. I guarantee that.
Holy Shazam, Batgirl. You think you can believe this, lady? 7 months in the making, and this is it, the final round of our semifinals. Well done, Ellie Ray and Deb, and thank you to the entire UVOS team of volunteers. Makes you want to be an actor, doesn't it? A voice actor. Maybe even doing a VO for Good FM, one of our sponsors. All right, now, let's get back to this incredible cast of characters. Just when you thought it was safe to use the facilities, kapow! Round 2 is coming at you live from the Get Mike website, Twitch TV, YouTube, and at Facebook Live. Is YouTube back yet? We don't know. Okay. Sorry, YouTube. You've been cut off tonight. There goes my contract. Sit back and cheer on your favorite VO for round 2. Okay, here we go. First up is going to be Tim. Are you ready, Tim?
I'm ready, Mr. Mike.
Hit it, my friend.
Cut! No! Hold my sanity, baby Jesus. Darling, the line is like a smorgasbord, not like a potpourri or a jambalaya. Jeez, this one could ruin a 2-car funeral in a one-light township. Listen, the writer could have a C-section for triplets by now. This is why it can take them way too long to capture. Stop hemorrhaging money and learn your freaking lines. It's just 3 words like the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Like a smorgasbord. You got it? And please, for the love of Beyonce's acrylics where the hairy hell was Lonnie the Dancing Lion. Sheila, don't for 1 minute say he has stage fright again. Why in the name of Willie Nelson's braids are we paying for that insipid line whisperer? This is the big tear 'em up musical number, people. Let's get it together and shuffle off to Buffalo. Wardrobe! How long before you can make a line suit? Oh, David. Hi, hon. David, you will have to take one for the team and bear the fur and claws. Now, go. What? It's called acting. A chicken suit? Are you fucking my goat right now? Okay, it's fine. Chicken catch a story. David, make it cluck in work. I wish I was an octopus so I could zap you all at once. Bless y'all's collective heart. Now, putty for brains. David, Larry, get your... Ow! Christina, get your maracas on that pogo stick. Cue my dancing penguins. Chicken ready. Larry, get me my medication, a large sweet tea, and the original Broadway cast album of 9 to 5, and cancel everything, because I seriously don't need these issues with my heavy family history of diabetes. Like a smorgasbord and jambalaya. Go, plant my taters. Action!
Thanks, Tim. Will, you're up next.
Okay. This is a gaming script. You think I don't feel you? There. The fear. Patience, they will come to me. Not everyone deserves the blood trance.
one more blood bag, and I will ascend again. Oh, the blood trance is slipping away. There's only one cure. Oh, beloved, we don't miss the sun, do we? No, we don't. Hello? Don't be nervous. If you're special enough, we'll make you one of us. Come out! Your heart's about to burst, beloved. Shh. I know you're here somewhere. Are you from here? This town is just the beginning, you know. Ha! I can do this forever. Got you. Can't you do better than that? Just one bite. Your blood is singing to me. Why are you avoiding me? I can give you peace. I can play this game forever. The weather's just fine out here. You can't get away. But it'd be more fun if you tried. I don't need an invitation to come in, you know.
Thanks, Will. Ellie.
You think I don't feel you? The fear. Patience. They will come to me. Not everyone deserves the blood trance. One more blood bag and I will ascend again! Oh, the blood trance is slipping away. There's only one cure. Oh, beloved, we don't miss the sun, do we? No, we don't. Hello? Don't be nervous. If you're special enough, we'll make you one of us. Come out. Your heart's about to burst, beloved. Shh. I know you're here somewhere. Are you from here? This town is just the beginning, you know. I can do this forever. Got you? Can't you do better than that? Just one bite. Your blood is singing to me. Why are you avoiding me? I can give you peace. I can play this game forever. The weather's just fine out here. You can't get away, but it'd be more fun if you tried. I don't need an invitation to come in, you know. Oh.
Thanks, Ellie. Manny, step up to the mic.
You think I don't feel you? There, the fear. Patience, they will come to me. Not everyone deserves the blood trance. One more blood bag, and I will ascend again. The blood trance is slipping away. There's only one cure. Oh, beloved, we don't miss the sun, do we? No, 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 we don't. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hello. Don't be nervous. If you're special enough, your heart is about to burst, beloved. Shh. I know you are here, somewhere. Are you from here? This town is just the beginning, you know. Ah! Oh, I can do this forever. Got you! Can't you do better than that? Just one bite! Your blood is singing to me. Why are you avoiding me? I can give you peace. Oh, I can play this game forever. The weather's just fine out here. You can't get away, but it'd be more fun if you tried. I don't need an invitation to come in, you know. Oh.
Thanks, Manny. Kara!
Yeah! No, cut! No! Oh, hold my sanity. Darling, the line is like a smorgasbord, not like a potpourri or a jambalaya. Oh, Jesus, one could ruin a two-car funeral. Listen, the writer could have a C-section by now. This is taking way too long to capture. Stop hemorrhaging money and learn your freaking lines! It's just 3 words! Like a smorgasbord. You got it? Yeah? And please, for the love of Beyonce, where the hairy hell was Lonnie the Dancing Lion? And Sheila, do not for 1 minute say that he has stage fright again. Why in all things just are we paying that insipid lion whisperer? This is the big tear 'em up musical number, people. Let's get it together! Wardrobe! How long before you can make me a lion suit? Okay. David! Honey? Yes, you. You will have to take one for the team and bear the fur and claws now. Go, go, go! A chicken suit? Are you writing my sad reality? Okay, fine. Chicken catch a story. David, make it clucking work. And you! I wish I was an octopus so I could slap you all at once! Okay. Reset. Now, putty for brains. Get your maracas on that pogo stick. And cue my dancing penguins. Chicken ready? Why do I try? Larry, get me my medication and cancel everything because I seriously don't need these issues. Like a smorgasbord! And please God, let this work. Action!
Thanks, Kara. Heather, you're up.
Yes. Kiss me like a... Fuck me. Cut! No. Hold my sanity. Darling, come here. Look, the line is like a smorgasbord. Okay? Not like a potpourri or jambalaya. Okay? Fuck me. Jeez. This one could totally just ruin a 2-car funeral, eh? All right, listen. The writer could have a C-section by now, literally. This is taking way too long to capture, okay? So you're gonna stop hemorrhaging money and learn your freaking lines. It's just 3 words. Like a smorgasbord. You got it? Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, and please Guys, for the love of Beyonce, where the hairy hell was Looney the Dancing Lion, eh? The Dancing Lion! I can't even fucking talk, goddammit! Oh, no, Shayla. Don't for 1 minute say he has stage fright again, okay? Why did we hire him? Why, in all things just, are we paying that insipid line whisper? Why? Guys, listen to me. This is the big teary musical number, people, okay? Come on, let's get it together, okay? Wardrobe. Yeah, how long before you can make a line suit? No, okay. David, yeah, come here, baby. Okay. You will have to take one for the team and bear the fur and claws now, okay? Oh, yeah, okay. We'll talk about it. Go, okay? Go, come on! David? A chicken suit? Are you writing my sad reality right now? Fuck me. Okay, guys, fine. Chicken catches story. David, make it clocking work, okay? God, I wish I was an octopus so I could slap you all at once. All right, now, ready for brains? Get your maracas on that pogo stick, okay? And cue my dancing penguins. David, baby? Chicken ready? Larry? Yeah. Get me my medication, okay? Before the hemorrhoids on my asshole start bursting, and cancel everything because I seriously don't need these issues, okay? Okay, love, okay. Like a smorgasbord, okay? And action!
Thanks, Heather. Brian, you're up.
There we go.
You don't think I feel you. There.
The fear.
Patience, they will come to us. Not everyone deserves the blood trance. One more blood bag, and I will ascend.
Again.
The blood trance is slipping away. There's only one cure. Oh, beloved, we don't miss the sun, do we?
No, we don't.
Hello? Oh, don't be nervous. If you're special enough, we'll make you one of us.
Come out.
Your heart's about to burst, beloved. Relax. Shh. I know you're here somewhere. Are you from here? This town is just the beginning, you know. I can do this forever. Oh, got you. Can't you do better than that?
Just one bite.
Your blood is singing to me. Why are you avoiding me?
I can give you peace.
I can play this game forever. The weather's just fine out here. You can't get away.
But it'd be more fun if you tried.
See? I don't need an invitation to come in, you know.
Thank you, Brian. Imam.
You think I don't feel you? There. The fear. Ah. Patience. They'll come to me. Not everyone deserves the blood trance. No, 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 no. Only one more blood bag, and I will ascend again. Oh, the blood trance, it's slipping away. Oh, right. There's only one cure. Oh, beloved! We don't miss the sun now, do we? No, we don't. Hello? Oh, don't be nervous. If you're special enough, we'll make you one of us. Come out, please. Your heart's about to burst, beloved. I can feel it. Shh. I know you're here somewhere. Are you from here? This town is just the beginning, you know. Ah! Oh, I could do this forever. There you are. Ah! I got you. Oh, come on. Can't you do better than that? Just one bite. Your blood, it's singing to me. Why are you avoiding me? I can give you peace. And I can play this game forever. The weather's just fine out here. And best of all, you can't get away. But it'd be more fun if you tried. I don't need an invitation to come in, you know. Oh! Oh!
Thanks, Imam. Chris. It's best if you unmute, Chris.
You're right.
I had
Cut! No, no, no! Hold my sanity. Darling, the line is like a smorgasbord, not like a potpourri or a jambalaya. Ugh, this one could ruin a two-car funeral. Listen, the writers could have had a C-section by now. This is taking way too long to capture. Stop hemorrhaging money and learn your freaking lines. It's just 3 words, like a smorgasbord. You got it? And please, for the love of Beyonce, where the hairy hell was Lonnie the Dancing Lion? And Sheila, don't for 1 minute say he got stage fright again. Why in all things just are we paying this insipid lion whisperer? This is the big tear 'em up musical number, people. Let's get it together. Wardrobe, how long before you can make a lion suit? David, I'm going to need you to take one for the team on this one and bear the fur and claws. Now go. Go. Go! A chicken suit? Are you writing my sad reality? Go. Okay. Fine. Chicken catch a story. David, make it clucking work. I wish I was an octopus so I could slap all of you at once. Now, putty for brains, get your maracas on that pogo stick. Cue my dancing penguins. Chicken ready? Of course they're not. Fuck. Larry! Get me my medication and cancel everything because I don't need these issues. Like a smorgasbord. And action!
Thanks, Chris. Livia!
You think I don't feel you? There. The fear. Patience, patience. They will come to me. Not everyone deserves the blood trance. One more blood bag and I will ascend again. The blood trance is slipping away. There's only one cure. Oh, beloved, we don't miss the sun, do we? No, we don't. Hello. Don't be nervous. If you're special enough, we'll make you one of us. Come out. Your heart's about to burst, beloved. Oh, shh, shh, shh. I know you're here somewhere. Are you from here? This town is just the beginning, you know. You know, I can do this forever. Got you. Can't you do better than that? Just one bite. Oh, this is so good. Your blood is singing to me. Why are you avoiding me? I can give you peace. I can play this game forever. The weather's just fine out here. You can't get away. But it would be more fun if you tried. I don't need an invitation to come in, you know. Oh, 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 oh.
Thanks, Livia. Tom! You think I don't feel you? There. The fear. Patience. They will come to me. Not everyone deserves the blood trance. One more blood bag, and I will ascend again. The blood trance is slipping away. There's only one cure. Oh, beloved, we don't miss the sun, do we? No, we don't. Hello? Don't be nervous. If you're special enough, we'll make you one of us. Come out. Your heart's about to burst, beloved. Shh. I know you're here somewhere. Are you from here? This town is just the beginning, you know. I could do this forever. Got you. Can't you do better than that? Just one bite. Your blood is singing to me. Why are you avoiding me? I can give you peace. I can play this game forever. The weather's just fine out here. You can't get away. But it'd be more fun if you tried. I don't need an invitation to come in, you know.
Thank you, Tom. Jesse, you're up, sir.
Cut. Okay, no. Okay, darling. The line is like a smorgasbord, not like a potpourri or jambalaya, so, geez, I mean, this one could ruin a 2-car funeral. Anybody? Nobody. Okay, so everyone listen. So like the writer could really have like a huge C-section by now, by the way this is going, because it's taking way too long to capture. So a collective breath, everyone together, and let's stop hemorrhaging my money. All right, and let's just learn your freaking lines, because I don't care if you went to Juilliard. It's just 3 words, like a smorgasbord. You okay? You got it. Okay, and please, for the love of Beyonce, where the hell was Lonnie the Dancing Lion this whole time? And Sheila, come here, my darling, sweet little Sheila. Don't for 1 minute say he has stage fright again, because why in all things did we just paying that insipid line whisperer that we found off Craigslist? All right, okay, everybody, I want smiles. This is the big tear 'em up musical, people. So let's get it together. Wednesday. Crap, Wednesday. What's Wednesday? Today's Wednesday. Oh, wardrobe. Okay. Ah, there you are. Dylan. Okay, so David, sorry. So how long before you can like make a lion suit, bro? Yeah. Yeah, because you're gonna have to take one for the team because that's the business, So you're gonna literally bear the fur and claws on this now, and you have 5 seconds. Okay, go. Okay, all right. What am I doing? Just breathe. Okay, Dylan, here you are. Okay, a chicken suit. So like, are you like gonna write my sad reality right now? Are you like the back room of writers right now, writing it for me? Okay, fine. This guy wants to be a chicken. All right, fine. Chicken catches story. Dylan, make it clucking work then. Okay, and I wish I was an octopus. Look at me, I'm an octopus, so I could slap you all at once. All right, now Peter, Putty for Brains, Peter. All right, there you are. Okay, yeah, get your maracas again on that pogo stick like I showed you yesterday. Okay, cue my dancing penguins. All right, is the chicken ready? Okay, all right, Larry, how long were we standing there? Okay, so Larry, you're just gonna have to get me my medication. All right. The orangey, the ready, the roundy. Okay, and we're going to just have to cancel everything because I seriously don't need these issues right now. You know what? One more time. Everybody together. Like a smorgasbord and action.
Thanks, Jesse. Oh, yeah. All right, we're going to wrap this sucker up because guess what? We went really long. Well, fairly long. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Congratulations, everyone. You guys were amazing. Golf clap. Truly amazeballs. You made the judges' jobs very difficult right now. Thank you, Kim Hurton. Thank you, J. Michael Collins. Thank you, Deb Monroe. And thank you, Ellie Ray. Yay. All right, it's time to finalize your votes, dear judges. Go to your scorecards, check your notes, and make your final decisions, and bingo! The blood, sweat, and tears all comes down to this moment where the total shall be tallied, and the top score points will determine our winner. But remember, you're all winners. Especially if you go to Tim Hortons and play with the little kids. It's crazy. And this includes all of you at home who are... I know, I've been there. Who were one of the incredible 1,821 auditions. Is that correct, Deb? Because I know we had that wrong before. Who will be joining us at VO Atlanta. Give us your thoughts, folks at home. We'd love to hear from you. Watch for our winning announcement to be tomorrow night. That is tomorrow night, midnight, before midnight, that is. Please stay tuned and give everyone a big hand for an absolutely incredible job in the story realm. Sheer magic. If you could hear that right now, you'd be so excited. All right, so from everyone here at the Virtual Sky Pod, this is Get Mic'd and the entire team of the Ultimate VO Survivor Take 3, presented by Bodalgo, signing off and wishing everyone to stay safe and stay creative, and see you at the mic. Yeah. Everybody get down with UVOS, 'cause it's the best. JMC stabbed a lobster in the head, stuck it in his pot until it was dead. Kim Harden will make you excited. I hope I go to England and maybe I'll get knighted. Deb Monroe puts on those big long boots. Haha, she swears a lot in her show, and who gives a hoot? Ellie Ray, what can I say? She's gonna make it. She's gonna make it okay, but she'll make you a better actor. Trust me on that one, motherfucker. Oh boy, what happened there? Unscripted shit happens, and then you died. Sorry, too early. Raquel Welch just left us today.
Mike, the Ultimate VO Survivor Take 3 could not happen without a whole bunch of incredible people, creatures, and others, best known as our sponsors and donors. Our presenting sponsor, Bodalgo. Location sponsor, VO Atlanta. Joining forces with our platinum sponsors, Closing Credits and VoiceOver Network. Our booth sponsor, Bear Cave Sound Booths. Gold sponsors, Good Novel, Dally Cartoon, and Sean Marquez. Distribution sponsor, VoiceOver Extra. Our sound wouldn't be the same without Voices and Sound, Roman Barry. And our creators, Ellie Ray and Deb Monroe. Look at this phenomenal lineup of sponsors. The list keeps growing and growing. Geez, I think this is my 15th pickup. Wow, I never take 15 takes. Except that time with the... never mind. Anyway, here they are. Hale Kaimu, JMC Demos, amazing demos, the Voice Acting Academy, One Voice Conference, Voice 123, The Voice Realm, Micmacs, The Art of Jared Alvin, Kim Handysides, VO Boss, and Ganguza Voice Productions, Global Voice Acting Academy, Casting Call Club, Voice Island, Daily VO, ICOM Productions, Daryl Hogan, The V123 Pros, Larry Hudson VO, Antland Productions, Joshua Alexander Voiceovers, Malie Hutton Coaching, George the Tech, Cashman Commercials, Gravy for the Brain Canada, the Home Voiceover Studio Master, Cast Voices, Accent Production Coaching with Francois Balthazar, Mocap U, Sound for VO, Coaching for Voice and Sound, The Dawn of Voice, Levo Takeover, Ellen Dubin, Electric Lips Productions, Lau Lapidus Company, Bootleg The Band, Imagine Media, On the Mic Training, Source Connect, The Shepherd Agency, The VoiceOver Collective, The VoiceOver Resource Guide, Kim Herden, Voice Talent Online, Kyle Hayhoop, Tony Daniels, Jade Ball, Zach Hendricks, Trudy Sue Hicks, Rachel Z. And the list keeps growing. Thank you for all you do for the voice community. Now, let's get mic'd. The Ultimate VO Survivor, Take 3, coming soon to a device near you.